Alright,
It's the same.
up to speed.
Okay, that's the other way that could have gone.
So, no, it was not a don't stab Kahaku with a knife option, or don't
Uh,
crush her throat beneath your left hand option, more
yeah,
accurately.
it seems like he used his hand and then used the other hand. I used the knife to try to stop himself.
I flee the house like a starving beast. Perhaps I feel it on my skin, or perhaps my hearing has grown more acute.
Acute. Yeah.
The ringing in my ears pierces through my brain. I don't see anyone nearby, but I sense human beings all around me, riddling the crazed cityscape. As long as I'm so close to this teeming hive of insects, dense concentration of people, it's only a matter of time until I lose control again. I have to go somewhere I can be alone, where I can't cause any unintended harm. Well, I still can. Well, I'm still me. I have to hide away where I can't hurt anyone. Ah, yes, the park.
Yeah. Well, it is pretty quiet at night.
I make it to the park. An oasis of quiet at the heart of the business district. Well, it sees its share of visitors during daylight hours. Now that night has fallen, it's as silent as the grave. But even this dead zone is saturated with signs of human life. Breathing, coughing, over loud chatter, it presses in on me from all sides like cotton wool. I can't believe my own senses.
Yeah.
I'm over 200 meters south of the station, but the clamor of the shopping district might as well be next door. The distant pinpricks of light that mark the residential district are so glaring I have to squint. I clap my hands to my forehead and try to ride out the headache. Looking for an escape in such a densely packed city was futile from the start. In the beating heart of human civilization, there's no such thing as solitude.
Oh.
So why fight it? Look around. You're just a short stroll away from all the prey you could ever want. Go on. The human organism has plenty of cells to spare. Besides, isn't everyone secretly hoping for somebody to cull the excess? You'd be doing them a favor. Think of it like picking up litter. My head won't stop pounding. I wish whatever's in there would give it a rest. This headache already has me close to fainting. All I want to do is squeeze my eyes shut and block it all out. But I can't. I'm exhausted both mentally and physically, and I haven't slept a wink. If I close my eyes now, I'll pass out, and if I pass out, I'll never wake up. My eyes might open, but I won't be me behind them. That scares me. Horrifies me, but there's a way out. Before that happens, I have to take my knife and plunge it into my throat.
Does that work anymore?
To my shame, all I manage is to nick the skin. I can't do it. Apparently, I value my life too much to sacrifice it for a what if. As though once, long ago, I swore to make the most of every last borrowed second of it. If I can't kill myself, then I need a guardian. Someone to watch over me, making sure I stay alive or awake.
Stay awake.
Making sure I stay sane. I don't want her to see me like this, but it's the only way. And besides, didn't she say to call her if anything happened?
Do you have a cell phone? Yeah.
Clinging to that last, final lifeline, I take out my phone. I know I'm a lost cause. Not even Ciel can fix the inside of my head. All I'm doing is saddling her with an unfair burden. But I want to see her. I want to hear her voice. As long as she's there for me, I think I can stay Shiki Tono. I find Ciel's number and hit call. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging service.
Yeah.
It rings 3 times, and then a cheerful voice crackles through the speaker.
はーい、もしもし、シエルです。遠野くんから電話なんて珍しいですね。あ、いえ、珍しいというより、
Yeah,
これ
he
が
hasn't
初
used
めて
that
でした。
number yet.
Didn't I only get your number yesterday?
Well,
Or
you
like a
know,
couple days ago? Saturday? At school?
something like that, yeah.
How odd. Just the sound of her voice fills me with warmth.
もしもし、ケースキリアもしかして、ただの操作ミスでしょうか。
What? On a flip phone? What year is this?
20? So, I thought they moved this forward to like 2017 or something.
Oh, did they?
When they
I forgot.
おーい、聞こえてますか？
She sounds like she doesn't have a care in the world. I've only been to her apartment once, but I can see her clearly in my mind's eye, lounging around with her feet up, adorable, comfy-looking hoodie. The words won't come. I can't think of anything to say. This was a stupid idea. I never should have called. I better cut my losses and hang up.
Senpai.
But the warmth in her voice is too compelling. I can't help but croak out a
よか
reply.
った、つながっていますね。どうしたんです、こんな夜更けに。
For a moment, I consider backing out. I open my mouth to give her some excuse, but promise to see her tomorrow and hang up. But I can't do it.
Senpai. 俺、ダメみたいだ。
Okay, what's around you? The park?
So you're not lost then?
So you're in the business district? Yes. So you know where you are? Uh-huh.
Well,
You're not lost then? No. But like a different kind of lost.
yeah, metaphorically.
My words come out in a hoarse
遠野
whisper.
くん、
Ciel's voice takes on a hard
遠野
edge.
くん、それどういう意味ですか？ダメって何がダメなんです？
I wonder if it was a different, like,
Meaning in Japanese?
version of Lost.
Maybe.
自分なりに何とかしてみようと努力はした。けど無駄だった。俺はノエル先生の言っていた通り、ただの殺人鬼みたいだ。
A common killer of the lowest sort. Even now I catch myself imagining returning to the mansion and slitting Bruce Willis and Morgan Freeman's throats.
I think it's the other person there.
Probably. If that's how I think about the people closest to me, I must be rotten down to my very core.
どうすればいいんだろう。俺、自殺なんてできない。自分で自分を殺すなんて、そんな手段。
You know, I figured it'd be pretty easy to just stab myself in the neck, but I mostly missed.
Yeah.
その必要はありません。今どこにいるんですか？
Lost, I just said.
南口の公園です。人気がないところに来たつもりだけど、ここもダメでした。周りに家が多すぎて頭が痛い。
わかりました。人気を避けるのは私も賛成です。ブローブと戦ったデパート跡に向かってください。あそこなら誰も近寄らないし、何より静かでしょう。
The crater.
こちらも
Yeah,
すぐに向かい
the
ます。
big crater.
The crater with the dead apostle in it.
And the crazy spider lady, yeah.
Yeah.
そうか。あの場所なら誰もいない。
遠野くんならバリケードの隙間を切って中に入れるでしょう。先に忍び込んで地下で待っていてください。
I need you to go to ground zero.
Well,
The call cuts out with a beep. Could you not have just kept him on the line to keep him sane in the meantime? I pocket my phone and stagger to my feet. Ciel's coming. She's coming for me, phrasing.
you know.
She can't help, but I still want to see her. I mean, she can kill you mercifully.
Yeah, that's true.
My fever is starting to take hold again. Praying that I don't encounter any passerby on my way to the crater, I shamble out of the park. The barricade looms large over the deserted street.
Yep.
The glasses go off and the chain goes down. Unbelievable. I've been keeping my knife in my pocket all this time without even realizing it. Well, I know why. So I could be ready to kill at any time. I swallow that bitter truth and slip through the gap in the barricade. I don't want to think about anything right now. As long as I do as Ciel says, everything will be alright. I make my way down through the broken concrete. Stacked layers of rubble bring to mind a giant staircase. They turn the climb into a one-way street. Even a child could make their way down, but the return is next to impossible. Scaling any of the 2-meter drop-offs would be difficult, but climbing them all in succession would be a grueling task, not to mention the danger of the steps collapsing under the strain. A reminder of how poorly suited human beings are to animal exertion. The city sounds grow fainter with every jump down. The crater isn't much farther from the station than the park, but the noise doesn't seem to reach here. My pants are filthy by the time I reach the bottom. There's nothing down here but the collapsed buildings, remnants, and the night sky. That said, it's not the barren wasteland I remember. Amidst the hills and valleys of rubble are a few pillars from the underground chapel that survived the collapse. I force my aching legs onwards until I reach the bottom of the basin. I can't walk another step. The moment I reach my destination, I collapse. I catch myself on my hands, ending up on all fours, as though I'm prostrating myself, just as I ought to be. I'm burning up, but the feeling of losing hold of myself has subsided. I expect that what I did to Kahaku satisfied those impulses for a while.
Oh.
My stomach revolts. Bitterness floods my mouth. I haven't eaten anything today, so bile is all I have left to throw up. No apology could ever make that right. An apology would only condemn me all the more. I don't think I killed her, but the thought brings me no comfort. How does it make this any better? How many days have passed since that moment? Like 11?
That wasn't day 2. That was day like 4 or 5, I think. With Ark. So 9 maybe?
As I sank into despair after killing Ark, Ciel took my hand and pulled me back to the surface. She taught me that there's no such thing as sinners and saints, only people who can and can't atone for their wrongs. But how do I atone for this? How could anyone atone for such a callous crime? Such a brutal violation of another? My world darkens abruptly. A shadow falls over me, cast by the pale moonlight. Crunch, 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 crunch. I hear the harsh sound of boots on gravel. Someone is approaching.
懺悔の真似事ですか、遠野くん。
先輩。
She's really here. Warmth rekindles in my exhausted body. I look up to the night sky, desperate to see her face.
Uh-huh. Full moon. Yeah.
Yeah, she brought the big guns.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's not her. This isn't the Ciel I know. Her body is wearing a stranger's face. She dresses in clothes I've never seen before. Her eyes regard me coldly, like I'm something unclean. Her arms are bare, but for heavy-duty gloves. But most unsettling of all is the shapeless mass of metal in her hands. The same oversized firearm adorned with meter-long guillotine blades that she used against Vlav, her weapon of choice when she means to kill. Unfamiliar knowledge flows into my mind. I might be clueless, but the presence in my head knows exactly what this is. An artificial miracle created by the Holy Church. A conceptual weapon forged 1,000 years ago when mankind used a maiden to lure one of the last remaining phantasmals into its grasp. Both woman and beast were given to the furnace, and this holy doctrine fashioned from divine iron thus forged. Myriad manners of death burdening mankind are inscribed within, to be intoned by the natural resonance of divine iron in a ceaseless baptism of the unholy. It's not unique for its restriction of verses alone. Recitation, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But no other text is so vicious in its censure of the immortal. Its name is the Seventh Holy Scripture, a secret relic of the Church long abandoned to disuse, now restored to its true purpose of glorifying the Lord.
やっぱりあなたがロアだったんですね。
Senpai is disappointed.
Her eyes are cold, but her voice is colder. Ice runs up my spine. I leap back. At first, I'm not sure why. Then I realize that both my instincts and rational mind are blaring an alarm. Ciel takes another step closer, her lips pressed shut, that ominous weapon still in hand. The sight makes me sick with fear. Her weapon frightens me. Just looking at it impugns my superiority, leaving me so powerless I could cry. I'm on the cusp of transforming into a higher life form, but against that tangle of metal, that would only seal my doom. But her nonchalant movements are more terrifying yet. Her guard is impregnable, invincible. Even my newly enhanced senses can't find the slightest hint of weakness. And if I try to run, the moment I turn my back on her, that iron nightmare will pierce my heart, annihilating me before I have the chance to reincarnate.
It can't actually stop you from reincarnating.
All I wanted was to see her again.
分かっています。ロアの意識が浮上しているんでしょう。なら、もう手遅れです。
Oh.
She takes another step closer. It's almost like
おかしいよ先輩。それじゃあまるで俺を殺そうとしてるみたいじゃないか。
she doesn't reply. She simply looks me up and down as though gauging where to aim to ensure a lethal blow.
先輩。
She's serious. She's really trying to kill me.
Screech? I guess that's the...
My nervous system keens as it senses impending death. Electrical screams shoot up my spinal cord. My nervous system tightens like a stretched rubber. But even greater than my fear is my disbelief. I can't fathom what would make her say that. I don't understand.
先輩は俺のために残ってくれるって言ったのに。
She stops. Then, keeping her gaze fixed on me, she smirks.
あなたの人の良さは国宝級ですね。人を信じるのは結構ですが、もう少し冷静に物事を考えられたのなら逃げおおせることもできたのに。だいたい私がなぜ生徒として学校に紛れ込んでいたのか、その理由を一度も考えなかったんですか、
to
あなたは。
investigate Roa, I guess?
私が好きで学生の真似事をしていたと本気で思っていたんですか。私の目的はロアを消滅させることです。 あなたの学校に潜入したのはロアの転生体がいると狙いをつけたから。その確証を得るために転生体の様子を見ていただけ。
Oh, please. I don't want to hear what she's about to say. I don't mind if she despises me for being Roa, for being scum. That's what I am, even if I shudder to admit it. Ciel's job is to protect humanity by killing vampires. I know that, so it makes sense that she'd do this. If I'm turning into a
umpire,
then it's only natural that she would come to kill me. Yeah, screw those guys. But what she's on the verge of saying, if she speaks those words and makes them real, that'll surely be the end of me.
もう分かっているでしょ。私が誰を標的にし、誰を憎み、誰を追い詰めていたのかを。ロアを殺すには単純に転生体を殺してはいけない。まず完全に覚醒してもらう必要がある。半分しか覚醒していない時に殺しては半分しか殺せませんから。
Okay.
それもこれで決着です。まったくノエルのせいで台無しになるところでした。ここまで周到に追い込んだのですから、完全に起きてもらうまでは泳がせてあげないと。もっともあの時殺したくて仕方がなかったのは私も同じですけどね。
My voice has left me. My parched throat feels like it's twisting itself apart. I was just as eager to kill you. She's hated me since long before I went insane, assuring me all the while that Roa was someone else.
嘘だ。先輩は俺をずっと守ってくれた。
Couldn't let you die before you woke up.
I guess.
そう見えましたか。単に観察していただけですよ。